A very good evening to you and welcome to the news. I am Ebere Ugonna. In the news tonight, 125 persons benefit from Cafe Prosthetic Limb Fitting Initiative as Governor Obiano says he will continue to support the initiative. Abuja High Court insists Ukachukwu remains Abga's senatorial candidate for Anambra South. INEC extends PVC's collection window till Monday. On the foreign scene tonight, North African monarchy Morocco pulls out from Saudi-led war in Yemen. And now details of the news. Governor Willie Obiano says he will continue to support plans and programs of the Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, CAFE. Governor Obiano stated this at Professor Dora Akuile Women Development Center, ORCA, during inspection of the ongoing prosthetic limbs measurements and fixing exercise in company of his wife, Dr. Belachukwu Obiano. Government House correspondent A.G. Kebana report is taken from our studios.
The initiative is powered by the Caring Family Enhancement Initiative, a pet project of the wife of the governor, which has given out over 1,000 prosthetic limbs since inception. On arrival, ABS observed that measurements were being taken while fixing of the artificial limbs were ongoing as well. Governor Obiano promised to continue to support his wife to improve and carry out the intervention, which he said has touched many lives, saying that he was informed that over 125 arms and legs have been fixed in this edition.
My wife has been doing for some of you. I'm very happy that today 85 people came and they got prosthetic arm or limb, as the case may be. We will continue to do this because I can see it's giving a lot of people new leads of life.
In a comment, the wife of the governor, Dr. Mrs. Obiano, while saying that 82 more measurements have been taken in the edition, appreciated the governor for all the support he has given her to do more through her NGO and expressed optimism that the artificial limbs will improve the participants' self-confidence.
Your Excellency, I thank you for coming to see what we do here. And by the special grace of God, we have given over 1,000 people limbs. To be precise, 1,300. And they've just measured some more. About 80 people will be measured tomorrow. So by the time they produce those ones and fix, we'll be talking about close to 1,400.
The beneficiaries were full of excitement as they sang to the governor and the wife's pleasure.
The Anambra State Government, through the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, Indigenous Arts, Culture and Tourism, seeks to partner with Hotel Owners Association towards improving the state's internal generated revenue, IGR, and hospitality and tourism establishments. This was part of resolutions during the Hotel Owners Stakeholders meeting held at the Jerome Udoji Secretariat Complex. ORCA correspondent Chidima Ekanyong was there and tells us more.
Some of the key point issues included government hotel owners relationship, where the government will give registration license to these hotel owners and develop a template that will allow them oversee the affairs and grading of hotels in the state. Addressing the stakeholders, the Commissioner for Diaspora Affairs, Indigenous Art, Culture and Tourism, Mrs. Sally Mbanefu, said that the essence of the meeting is to start inspection of hotels now that the state has been empowered to register hotels, which is another source of generating revenue for the state and boosting hospitality business. She also assured that the ministry would ensure that the hotel owners are not subjected to multiple taxation, revealing that the state government will be making provision for infrastructure, constant electricity by distributing transformers and good roads in order to maintain the already existing relationship between hotel owners and the Anambra in diaspora.
We would like to introduce that so that you know that the state would like to collaborate with you to make you a success. We are here to create an enabling environment for you and to provide the tools that you need. At the same time, we're going to give you a presentation that will show you how we're going to do classification and grading and registration of hotels.
In his speech, the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Anambra State Internal Revenue Services, Dr. Kedi Ezekute, noted that a lot of hotels in the state are yet to be registered with the Board of Internal Revenue Services, stating that one of the advantages of the registration is that it gives room to knowing the owners and how to assist them during challenges, urging them to be faithful in paying their tax and desist in defrauding the state.
We have an opportunity to have meeting with people that operate hospitality business in the state. It will be a very good opportunity for us to look at what the government has done to improve hospitality business in the state.
In her presentation titled Hospitality and Tourism Establishment, a resource person and special assistant to the governor on tourism, Lady Colette Nwadike, enumerated the different things that rate a hotel to include locality, capacity, room service, staff and service, hygienic environment, amongst others.
The owner of every hospitality and tourism establishment shall, within the commencement of operation, apply to the ministry in the prescribed form for the registration, classification, or reclassification of such hospitality or tourism establishment.
There were also questions and answer sections where certain issues bordering the stakeholders were cleared. Now it has been concluded again that all hotel owners will have to register their hotel in order to generate revenue for the Anambra state, and more so for proper and open policy with the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs. From Jerome Udoji Secretariat, I am Chidema Ikanyon, reporting for ABS News.
The All Progressives Grand Alliance Abgar senatorial candidate for Anambra South Zone in the coming February 16, 2019 general election, Prince Nicholas Ukachukwu, has won his appeal filed against the earlier verdict of an Abuja High Court, which had invalidated the party's senatorial primary conducted last October. The appeal court this afternoon affirmed him the party's senatorial candidate for Anambra South. It ruled that the Apple High Court lacked the territorial jurisdiction to entertain the matter and that it was also filed out of time. Prince Ukachukwu won Abgar primary election for Anambra South senatorial zone held at the Ekulobia Township Stadium with 211 votes. Another aspirant, an American-based professional, Dr. Okechi Dolue, who was reportedly among those who joyously congratulated Prince Ukachukwu that night, later took him and the party to court, protesting the outcome. The Deputy Governor, Dr. Nkem Okeke, says the Anambra Central cannot afford to lose Senator Victor Ume at the Red Chambers, as he has a lot to offer them. Deputy Governor Okeke stated this when he accompanied the senator to Nogu, Ukulu and Ukpo communities in Dunukofia Council area for his campaign rally. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Deputy Governor Okeke who described Senator Ume as a true Igbo man who never gets tired of fighting for the well-being and relevance of the tribe in the nation's polity, charged people of the areas to support his re-election bid with their massive vote on next week Saturday's election for more positive transformation.
How can you bring for Victor all the 7 local governments? I get away. How far is it? Omelo 7/7 na January 13th. Oh yeah, all is open. Atolo Victor for Senate. To Oyendozi, for House of Rep. Unegente. They were told here. Teleku for getting.
Senator Ume, on his part, made it clear that he is not at the Senate for his selfish gain, rather for the interest of the entire Igbo race, noting that through him, more indigent persons, especially the youths and women, will have better lives.
All governor is in Mount, Deputy Governor Anambra State, get a party on ya. Make reasons. I was a gun no catalogo. When the Bakwe, Senator Anambra Central, get party on. Even a man in an hour. Chile Kuran of Italian to the Governor House of Assembly, get party on. Owe na nke a idosala obodo anyị amara asịrị dịkwa ka confuse unu. Obodo ọzọ ga-atụnye aka akwụkwọ na were ebe ese gịnị ọkụkọ asụsụ ibe dị n'alụ ile anya ma praịmarị skuul a erufutara obodo gọọmenti mere na-abịa merie menye ụmụ na-enye okirikiri ebe ha abịa mere ncha niile ma ilo a na-alụ abịa merie obodo nke PDP rụrụ ebe a etu anyị ndị na-alụ.
The Special Assistant to the Governor on Community Liaison, Comrade Obi Ochije, described Senator Victor Ume as qualified personality for the Senate. Responding, the President General of Ukpo Community, Chief Vincent Oyileagu, Vice President General of Ukulu, Chief Stephen Mboka, and the former PG NOG, Mr. Chuks Ilozue, assured that the communities will give their 100% votes to the All Progressives Grand Alliance ABGA, and called on the federal government and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to allow the will of the people to prevail in the elections. The Deputy Governor also during the visit accompanied Senator Ume to Ukulu and Ukpo palaces, where the senator intimated the traditional rulers, Igwe Pitu Yangwa of Ukulu and that of Ukpo, Igwe Robert Eze, with his efforts and commitment towards repositioning the plight of the people. From Ukpo in Dunukofia local government area, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
A new Chief Magistrate Court has been inaugurated in the Achina, Agwata local government area. The court was commissioned by the State Chief Judge, Justice Peter Omadi. Queen Anambra is there in our reports.
The Anibife 8th grade Achina took up the building of the Chief Magistrate Court as its outing project and contributions to community development in line with tradition of the community. The features of the court, which has facilities for physically challenged persons, include the main courtroom with additional 6 rooms, convenience and water tank to supply water to the court, among others. Speaking during the occasion, the State Chief Judge, Justice Umadi, thanked the Achina people for building the edifice and disclosed that the court, which has 21 staff, will serve 5 towns of Achina, Umuchu, Oga, Akpo, and Amesi.
Magistrate court na Achina. Ina funa magistrate court aina emeghe na Achina. No, Ukulu, Agwata local government area.
In his welcome address, the President General of Achina Town Union, Barrister Chito Ezani, explained that one of the reasons for building the court was to bring justice nearer to their people and assured that they will continue to cooperate with state judiciary for the court to function effectively and efficiently.
The reason for our gathering here is well known to all of us. It is a journey that started a long time ago when we conceived the idea of bringing justice nearer to the doorsteps of our people. One of the challenges that confronted that idea was putting in place a court.
Speaking with the ABS, the traditional ruler of the town, Igwe G.N. Obiora, explained that the siting of the Chief Magistrate Court in Achina will bring progress and peace and urged the people to continue to live in unity. In his remark, the chairman, Anibife 8th grade, Mr. Azubike Eze, said they embarked on the court project to attract government's presence to Achina.
Today, I'm going to many things. Offices in a large area. The spaces for him. I know why it's that Nobro only Kaipota as age grade. That night or airport. Mepe ya make Achina Ganiru.
Also speaking, a stakeholder in Achina, Chief Joseph Mwakbadolu, mentioned the numerous benefits the people of the town and environ would derive from the court and commended the Anibife 8th grade for following the age-long tradition of the town. The ceremony, which attracted Achina's sons and daughters, the religious, traditional rulers, and some state judiciary staff, featured display of cultural dances and masquerade. From Achina, Agata Council area, Queen Anibogu, ABS News.
The Independent National Electoral Commission today announced an extension of the window for the collection of the permanent voter card till Monday. INEC made the announcement on its Twitter handle, revealing that PVC collection scheduled to end today would now extend over the weekend till Monday, when the process would end nationwide. The statement stated that the collection of PVCs will now take place from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, and all state offices are directed to review the procedure for the collection of PVCs and dedicate all the staff of the local government offices to the collection process. The Commission also reassured Nigerians that they will continue to take every necessary step to ensure that no registered voter is disenfranchised on account of non-collection of PVCs. Traditional rulers in Association of Anambra State Town Unions, ASATSU Anambra South Senatorial District, in conjunction with Ohaneze Ndigbo, have organized a one-day town hall meeting to ensure quality representation through free and credible elections. The meeting, which took place at Otolo-Nnewi, was well attended by security agencies, politicians, President General, and the State President Ohaneze Ndigbo, Chief Damian Okeke-Ogene, among others. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata tells us more.
The event was an opportunity for all candidates in Anambra South Senatorial Zone vying for various electoral positions to present manifestos to their constituents and as well create avenue for stakeholders in the zone to interact with their candidates for the elections. Speaking at the event, the chairman, Anambra South Traditional Rulers Council and Traditional Ruler of Iseke Community, Igwe Emmanuel Unabife, who said that the meeting was aimed at contributing to peaceful and free election, maintained that the forum provided candidates opportunity to reach out directly or indirectly to its candidates. Igwe Nabife called on the police and other law enforcement agencies to ensure fair play during election.
So in this contest, only one person will demand winner. And we must prepare ourselves to accept victory or accept defeat.
In a speech, the State Director, National Orientation Agency, Barrister Charles Nwoji, represented by the Deputy Director of the agency, Mr. Joseph Ushendo, who expressed dissatisfaction with the number of unclaimed permanent voter cards, PVCs, called on electorate to go to INEC offices in their local governments to collect their PVCs to enable them elect candidates of their choice.
Democracy, not by. Yes, I'm a quiz. Ndị Igbo na-akụ izu. Agbakọ, ọ bụrụ anọkọta ewepụta okwu ma ọ bụ emere ofu ihe, a ya akpọ ọgbakọ. Ndị mmadụ anọdụ ebe ahụ tụlee ihe wee sị na ọ bụ nke a ka anyị kwadoro.
In his speech, the State President Ohaneze Ndigbo, Chief Okeke-Ogene, who lamented the challenge of electoral fraud in the Nigerian political system, urged the candidate to aim towards quality representation. In a remark, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Garba Umar, represented by the Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Chris Owolabi, whose speech centered on vote buying, said it is an offense and an impediment to the conduct of free and credible election, stressing that security agencies would provide the needed conducive atmosphere during the elections. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, who is also an APGA candidate for Nnewi South 2, Barrister Rita Madago, and member representing Ekusigo, Nnewi North and South at the National Assembly, Honorable Chris Azubogu, among others, spoke at the event. From St. Cletus Catholic Church, Otolo-Nnewi, Emmanuel Shibata, ABS News.
Well, moving on to the foreign scene, Morocco has suspended its participation in the Saudi Arabia-led military coalition's fight against Yemen's Houthi rebels, government officials have said, speaking on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly about the diplomatic tensions. Two officials told journalists that Rabat had also recalled its ambassador to the kingdom. The officials did not elaborate, simply saying Morocco was not taking part in any military interventions or ministerial meetings with the coalition. Saudi Arabia entered Yemen's war in 2015 in an attempt to roll back advances made by the Houthis, a group of Shia rebels who overran much of the country in 2014. With logistical support from the United States, the coalition has carried out more than 18,000 raids of Houthi-held areas in an attempt to reverse their gains. Weddings, funerals, schools and hospitals, as well as water and electricity plants have been targeted, killing and wounding thousands. And on sports news tonight, Phil Jones has become the latest Manchester United player to be rewarded with a new contract, signing a deal which will keep him at the club until at least 2023, the club announced early today. Jones, age 26, joined from Blackburn Rovers in 2011 and has won one Premier League title, an FA Cup and Europa League in 208 appearances for the club. The England defender has suffered injury problems, deep in form in his time at Old Trafford, but played in all 10 of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's unbeaten matches since the Norwegian took charge. The contract includes the option to extend by a further year. Solskjaer believes Jones is coming into his prime. Last week, Anthony Martial signed a new contract until at least 2024, while Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw and Scott McTominay all agreed new deals earlier this season. Negotiations are ongoing with Ander Herrera and Ashley Young, who are reportedly close to extending their current deals beyond the end of the season. And that's it on the news tonight. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any parts of the world by logging onto our website, www.absradiotv.com. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ABS Radio Television. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. And just before we go tonight, a quick reminder of our major stories. 125 persons have benefited from Cafe Prosthetic Limb Fitting Initiative, as Governor Obiano says he will continue to support the initiative. Abuja High Court has insisted Ukachukwu remains Abga's senatorial candidate for Anambra South. INEC has extended PVC's collection window till Monday, and a foreign seen North African monarchy Morocco has pulled out from Saudi-led war in Yemen. And that's the end of the news tonight. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I'm Ebere Ugonna. Happy night rest.